All right, let's go over questions 1 through 5 for this video. So the first question, the pi force, is, you can see in my little sketch of the unit circle, should be in quadrant 1. Looking at that, remember, if it's a negative angle, that means we're rotating clockwise. So 7 pi fourths, if you go the other way, notice this would be pi fourths. Then over here, this would be 3 pi fourths. Then you get 5 pi fourths. And then you would arrive back here, which is 7 pi fourths. Another way of thinking about that is if I rotate the opposite way, that would give me 8 pi halves minus pi fourths, which puts me right there. So negative 7 pi fourths would work. 3 pi fourths would be over here, so that one would work. 5 pi fourths would be down here. Actually, let me backtrack. It should be actually down here. Excuse me. That one would work. And then finally, 9 pi fourths. One way of thinking about this is think of it as a mixed fraction, because this written as a mixed fraction would be 2 pi fourths. 2 in pi fourths. Excuse me. Which means I need to go 2 pi's. So there's 1 pi, 2 pi, then I go another pi fourths, and now I arrive back at that same location. And finally, negative pi fourths, that again, that would rotate down, or in other words, clockwise, put me there, and that one would not work. So that is the first question. Okay. Moving on to the second question. So remember, a radian is the number of radius lengths. So if the radius length is 1 foot, and then we know that the circle is 2 pi radians. So 2 pi times the radius is going to give you the length of how far it's traveled. Or in this case, it'll just be 2 pi, which is why the answer is in one revolution, car will travel 2 pi feet. That one's correct. If we were to go 1/4 of the revolution, that'd be us rotating just 1/4. We're up here at pi halves. That would not be 3 pi halves. In fact, again, thinking of it in the same way, the radian is number of radius lengths, so that's pi half radians times the radius length, which is 1, so it would not be 3 pi halves. That'd be down here if it rotated all the way to there. The next one, a truck whose wheels have a radius of 1.5 feet advances 1.5 times as far. That one is true. Think about why. It comes back to this idea. Let's say if it goes around 1 revolution. Let's just look at 1 revolution. We know that that should be 2 pi. But if the radius length is 1.5, that's just going to be 2 pi times 1.5. Do you see the difference? It's going to be 1.5 times as far. So that one would be true. The last one would not be true. I think this one's kind of getting at like this whole, area equals pi times radius squared kind of thing. And that definitely would not be the case. So the only one that makes sense would be, the two that make sense are the ones that are checked. Moving on to question number 3. This one was a little bit of a challenge. But again, if you were to think about it as a unit circle, we want all the y values, because sine is the y values of your unit circle. So we're on quadrants 3 and 4. So right away, you should take out negative pi, because that puts you here. And that y value is 0, because again, that rotates clockwise. 3 pi halves, hopefully you all selected that one right away, because that one's clearly right here. That's 3 pi halves. The other two that are selected are a little bit more difficult to see, but it might be easy if you were to simplify that fraction, because that would be 7 pi over 4. Again, I just scaled down by 3. And 7 pi over 4 puts you right here. Okay, it's really close to a full revolution, which again is 2 pi. Or in other words, that's 8 pi. 8 pi over 4. So that's going to be really close. So that one definitely is going to be, we'll have a y value that is negative. The 19 pi over 6, again, this might be easy to think about as a mixed fraction. This would be 3 pi's and 1 pi 6. So again, if I rotate that, that'd be 1, 2, 3. Here I am. I go pi 6. I'm clearly in quadrant 3, so that one will work. The negative 13 pi fourths, again, if it's negative, we're going clockwise. I'm going to rewrite it as a mixed fraction. So that would be negative 3 and pi fourths. That would be 1, 2, 3, puts me there, and then I keep going. Pi fourths puts me in quadrant 2, so that one would not be an answer. There you have it, question number 3. Question number 4 is an interesting one, because if you were to think about it, it's the same question as the one above. It's just I gave you a value now. And so to think about it in this way, I do need to be in quadrant 3 and 4. I do. And if you're worried about where the actual value was, think about it this way. Pi 6, if you look at the y value, right there, the coordinate would be root 3 over 2 and 1/2. That's 0.5. So if I just go down pi 6, again, this is a rough sketch, that is a y value right there of negative 0.5. And if I rotate a full pi, or another 180 all the way over here, that's also going to give it to me. So now think about what those angles are in radians. Well, this would be 11 pi over 6. How do I know? Because 12 pi over 6 is 2 pi. Minus pi 6 gives you that. And then this one right here would just be pi plus pi 6, which in this case would just be a 6. Wait, let me make sure I got it. Yeah, 5 pi 6. Oh, no, sorry, 7 pi 6. Oh, goodness gracious me. Because this would be 6 over 6. There we go. 6 over 6 pi plus 1 pi gives you 7 pi over 6. So right away, you should hopefully be recognizing that we want to be somewhere in this region or somewhere in this region. Now, I kind of highlighted an extra region. We want to be in these two regions. The only one that will make sense is the one that I have circled. Because 5 pi 6, yes, it's in quadrant 2. It's going to be somewhere up there. Again, it's not drawn to scale. But notice, it does satisfy those conditions because negative 0.4 is going to be somewhere here. Whereas all the other ones will not. Think about like 4 pi thirds. 4 pi thirds is actually down here. In fact, if I pull up a unit circle right now, it might help you see it a little bit clearer. Let me just pull up a random one. Let me click on this one right here. If you did have the unit circle in front of you, you would be able to see this really well, because if you look with me, follow my cursor, 4 pi thirds is here. 4 pi thirds to 5 pi thirds, yeah, that's not going to work. Okay, 5 pi thirds to 11 pi 6, yeah, that isn't going to work either, because we want to be specifically, let's see if I can draw my little sketch right here. We want to be somewhere in this region, because again, if you draw a horizontal line through, that's 0.5, right? We want to be somewhere here. And the only ones that will work would be here and there. And granted, there are no options for that. So therefore, the answer here would be 5 pi 6 to 7 pi 6. Oh, let me get back to it. There you have it. And finally, question number 5. So what I was looking for here is I was looking to see if you guys were using like revolutions, if you're using counterclockwise, clockwise rotation, if you're using coterminal language. That's kind of what I was looking for here. So in short, what I was hoping for you to see is 5 pi fourths. If you think about where that is, that would be right here. That is 5 pi fourths. Okay. Now, why is cosine, or where is negative 3 pi fourths? Well, that would be here as well. They're coterminal. Because, again, this is a clockwise rotation, and this is a counterclockwise. Both of those will arrive here. So if you're using in terms of coterminal, and you explain specifically the clockwise and counterclockwise, I gave it to you. If you talked about, hey, a full rotation, you know, like 2 pi, I gave it to you as well. And thinking about that, because some of you made the argument like, hey, if you take negative 3 pi fourths and add 2 pi to it, what do you get? You'll get 5 pi fourths, which is technically true. Some of you were thinking of it more graphically. So like with the cosine function, where like this is negative 3 pi fourths, and then you had 5 pi fourths. Whatever approach you took, I was basically looking for this main idea. If you just said that it gave you the same value, I said that, and I probably butchered exactly what some of you said, but if that's what you said, in the sense like, hey, if you plug in the calculator, you get this number, hey, if you plug it in, you get this number, that doesn't really explain why it is. So with that, that's it for questions 1 through 5. Check out other videos if you need them.